What's going on, everybody? So I was sitting down last night watching TV with my wife, flipping my knife, you know, like you do, and all of a sudden I felt something pop. Now I've had this Kershaw link for 2 weeks. I don't know if it's been exactly 2 weeks or maybe a little under, but all of a sudden something popped and I no longer have assisted opening on this knife. The speed safe is completely gone, so it won't flip open anymore. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to see what's going on. I believe that torsion bar that opens this up has broke. It wouldn't be the first time I've had that happen on a Kershaw knife, so rather a ZT knife. I had it happen on my zero tolerance 0350 multiple times. So let's go ahead and take this apart and see if we can confirm my suspicion. Okay, so what we're going to need for this disassembly is we will need a T6 driver for the handle screws and a T8 driver for the pivot, and of course your Loctite and my Tough Glide, which we will use on it as well. But let's go ahead and get this thing cracked open. I'm going to go ahead and start with the pivot. Grab my T8 here. It feels like it might have had some Loctite on there. Oh yeah, I had a little bit of Loctite. I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay. Grab my bowl for that, actually. These little magnetic bowls come in handy. Alright, switch over to my T6. Get these handle screws out. I'm out here in the shop today and it is chilly here in Cincinnati, Ohio. But being as though it's the end of November, going into December, I guess it's not all that bad. No frost, no snow, so I'll take that as a win. And I'm sorry that the lighting is absolutely horrendous. I know it is. I actually do have a separate light set up to try and help out, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. Okay, so all the screws are out. Let's see if we can go ahead and pop this guy open. And sometimes it helps to use a little bit of... Whoa, there we go. That scale came right off. See all the grease inside of here for where the torsion bar sits, and there's our torsion bar right here, and sure enough it appears to be broken. See right here, maybe you can see right there where it's broken. Boop. So, there we go. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to take that out and order a new one from Kershaw. In the past, I've done it, and they've been pretty good about it. So, it sucks though, guys. You know, I've only had this knife for 2 weeks. My first impressions of it have been excellent so far, but this is a real problem for me. I mean, after 2 weeks and already the assisted, now maybe I'm using it more than I should, I don't know. I don't think that should be a thing though, you know. I don't know if I'm flipping it open more than what they recommend. I don't know. That shouldn't be an issue though. I have flipped it open quite a bit, no doubt about it. But anyway, I'll go ahead and contact them and see if we can get a new one in, and we'll put it back inside of here. I'm not even going to bother cleaning this guy out for now, taking it all the way apart. I'm just going to go ahead, put it back together, and when I get the new one in, I'll disassemble it all the way and clean the whole thing. So, just wanted to show you guys that. It's a little frustrating. Go ahead and pop this back together, I suppose. I'm not even going to bother with the Loctite because I'm not going to be using this knife until I get a new torsion bar. So, which really sucks. You know, I just got it, Had it for 2 weeks. I've been carrying it virtually every day. I think there's probably only been 1 or 2 days where I carried something else, but I've really been liking this knife quite a bit. So for it to now be rendered useless definitely sucks. But what are you gonna do? That's the reason why I've not really been a fan. Where'd that go? Where I've not really been a huge fan of assisted openers, because as I said, I've had this happen once before in the past with a zero tolerance 0350. A few years back, I guess 5 years or so. Whenever it was that those things got real popular, I had one, and I ended up de-assisting it. And it worked fine. I actually didn't mind it being de-assisted. It had a good enough detent on it to where you could flip it out even without the torsion bar in it. So it was pretty nice. And I'll go ahead and get this. Come on, you little booger, where you at? Get out of here. Come here. Come here. Goodness. My hands are just too fat and non-dexterous for this kind of work. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Again, I apologize for that lighting. Man, I really hate this setup. I do need to get some good studio lighting. I've got like this little desk lamp that's hooked on. Not from up here. What you're seeing up here, this is all sunlight from my shop door being open. I guess if I had this desk set up a little differently, it wouldn't be a big deal, but you don't always have that sunlight either. So I need to get some good studio lighting. Anyway, alright. Oops, sorry. Hit the camera here. So there we go. It's all back together, and wow, that pivot is tight. I way over tightened that pivot. There we go. Centering looks good. A little bit of play. We tighten the pivot back down just a little bit. Centering still good. Zero play. Yeah. So obviously, like I said, with my zero tolerance 0350, I was able to take the torsion bar out completely and still use it as a functional flipper. That's not going to work with this guy. There is absolutely no detent when the knife is closed. So, I mean, I'm afraid to even carry it because it'll just rattle open. There's no detent at all. The only thing that keeps it closed is that spring tension from that torsion bar. So, I'm just going to have to wait until I can get my new torsion bar in. So, that's it, guys. Just wanted to bring you along and show you what I thought was going on, and if we could confirm my suspicions, which I just did. But yeah, that's the downside to the assisted opening knives. If you're like me and you like to flip your knives open a whole bunch, these assisted openers with these torsion bars in it, it's kind of a point of weakness on these things. So anyway, I will end it there, guys. Thank you so much for coming along. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Thanks for watching.